practice those ayat and those ahadith. Number 4, ikhwani, is the group, the Mu'tazila. The Mu'tazila. And then finally, and this is the point, the Qadariyah. The Qadariyah, who the scholars of Islam from Ahlul Hadith, like Al-Imam al-Bukhari, Al-Imam Ahmed, Al-Imam al-Darimi, and other than them, they came out and they dealt with them. So these people, they sprouted their heads up during the time of the companions. The Prophet talked about them. He told us, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, لا يدخل الجنة مدمن المدمن على الخمر ولا عاقل والدين ولا مكذب بالقدر. These 3 people won't go to Jannah. The one who is addicted to alcohol, narcotics, the individual who is bad to his parents, and the individual who disbelieves and he denies the qadr won't go into the Jannah. They were present during the time of the companions, one of the first innovations that presented itself. The Prophet ﷺ hadn't been dead for a long time, and they put themselves on the mat. So al-iman bil-qadr, ikhwani, is wajib from the issues that are wajib in the deen of al-Islam. Before we get into the role that iman and al-qadr plays in helping a person to be upon his istiqamah and to deal with his problems, is that we want to mention some other issues. The Prophet told us, sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sallam, that Adam, the father of mankind, he had an argument, a discussion with his son Musa, salawatullahi wassalam, hu alayhima. Musa said to his father Adam, you are Adam, the father of mankind. Allah created you with his own hands, and he placed you in the Jannah, and because of you, we have these problems. We have these dunya, these problems, these fitan. Everyone here, the children of Adam, we're not in Jannah. Our father started off in the Jannah. Now we have to deal with all of this fitan. Adam said, and you're Musa that was sent to Bani Israel, and you're the Kalim of Allah. Do you blame me for something that was written upon me 50,000 years before Allah created the heavens and the earth? The Prophet said, so Adam overpowered Musa in the argument. Whether you understand all of the details of al-iman bil-qadr or you not, you can't understand all of the details. Whether you can explain it a lot or you can't explain it is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I don't care how hard you try, Ya Abdullah, it's going to be almost impossible to get a non-Muslim to buy into the Prophet marrying our mother Aisha at the age of 6 and consummating at the age of 9. The ulama gave some reasons, some mubarrarat, some explanations, some reasons. The lady from the desert is not like other women. They develop more. The women of that time are not like the women of this time. No matter what you say, they're not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you. So usually you just have to respond by saying, look, that's the way we believe in the prophets and the messengers, unlike you people. If we went back to our homes and one of us found Isa ibn Maryam coming out of our home, and the only women, the people in the home was our women folk, we're not going to have a problem with Isa ibn Maryam. Because that's our iman. That the Anbiya of al-Islam, they don't do those things that they're blameworthy for like other human beings. The qadr is the same way. You don't have the ability to explain all of the details of al-qadr. Abdullah ibn Abbas, radiyallahu anhu, he said that the qadr was the secret of Allah. It's the sir of Allah. He didn't give the knowledge of the details to any prophet. He didn't give the knowledge of the details to any angel. So how is a person going to come now, you or I, don't memorize Usamah, don't memorize 5 hadith. We know our situation and knowledge and other than knowledge, and we're going to say, well, my acceptance of al-iman bil-qadr is contingent upon me understanding it. The hadith of Adam and Musa, whether you can explain it or not, is irrelevant. Allah didn't make it an obligation upon you. How is it that Adam argued with Musa and there were so many years between them? How is it that Musa is the son and he's arguing with his father? How do we argue? Why is it that Adam was allowed to overpower Musa by using the argument of the qadr, and today I can't do something and say it's the qadr? Whether you understand it or not is irrelevant. It's your job just to believe in it. That's what Allah Ta'ala made an obligation upon you. But in regards to what our scholars have given us, after reading the book of Allah and the authentic sunnah, there are a few points that we want to bring to your attention before we get into the benefits, inshallah, about al-iman bil-qadr. This was the way of the people of hadith, and this is the way of the people who want to preserve the sunnah, that we connect the people to the aqidah of al-Islam. You connect the people to the aqidah of al-Islam, the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all of his shapes, forms, and fashions. And also following tenaciously, having al-ittiba' to the way of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sallam. First thing that we want to bring to your attention that is imperative in our iman bil qadr is that as Muslims, we have to believe that there is an aspect of the qadr that is connected to the fact that Allah Ta'ala wrote down everything. Every word that I'm going to say for the remainder of my life and what happened before has been written down. Every breath that I take from the time I came out of the womb and to the time that I die has been written down. Every grain of rice that I've eaten and other than that, all of that has been written down. The Prophet says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, awwalu shay'in khalaqahu Allahu ta'ala al-qalam. The first thing that Allah created was the pen. And he told the pen to write. The pen said, what should I write, my Lord? Allah said, write everything that's going to happen until Yawm al-Qiyamah. So everything is written down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's prophet, he told us in another authentic hadith, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, inna Allah ta'ala qad kataba maqadir al-khalaiq qabla an yakhluqa as-samawati wal-arda bi 50,000 sana wa kana arshuhu ala al-ma. Sahih Bukhari. Allah wrote down the decree of everything 50,000 years before he created the heavens and the earth, and his throne was over the water. Some smart aleck, he comes and he wants to destroy the aqeedah of Ahl Sunnah. So they said, Allah Ta'ala was his throne created? Nah, his throne is created. Everything is created other than Allah. When we say, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alameen is a word you should know, your vocabulary. Alameen is everything other than Allah. Everything in existence other than Allah, and everything was created other than Allah. The Jannah, the Nar, everything. His throne created everything. So the person trying to be funny asked these people, where was Allah before his throne was created? And that's supposed to cause us to become unstable? We don't ask those questions. We don't ask those questions. We don't have to delve into the issue of the qadr. As you're going to see, it becomes a problem. We don't have to ask those questions. We say we hear and we obey. وَرَبُّكَ يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ وَيَخْتَارُ مَا كَانَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَرَةُ. Your Lord creates whatever he wants to create, and he chooses whatever he wants to choose. They don't have a choice in the matter. They don't have any choice. He wants to create an angel with 2 wings, he does so. 3 wings, he does so. 4 wings, he does so. 600 wings, he does so. You don't have any choice in the matter. So where was he before his arsh was created? We don't know. And now lack of knowledge of it doesn't harm us at all. And muhim, everything that Allah Ta'ala, as it relates to the qadr, has been written. When one of us was first conceived, 40 days as a sperm, 40 more days, making 80 in total as a leech-like clot, 40 more days as a morsel of flesh, in total 120 days. Then the angel is sent and ordered to blow into him the spirit of life. And he's ordered to write down 4 things before he even comes out into existence. He writes down how much money he's going to make, why you having anxiety about the credit crunch, about being unemployed. That doesn't mean you sit down and you twiddle your fingers. But it's been decreed. It's been decreed. It's been determined whether he's going to be happy or sad, how long he's going to live, and whether he's going to be in the paradise, he's going to be in the hell fire. May Allah Ta'ala put all of us in the Jannat al-Firdaus, close to al-Mustafa al-Amin. So those proofs, they go to show, ikhwati fillah, that everything has been written, and you can't escape what was written. He told Abdullah bin Abbas, رضي الله عنه رفعت الأقلام وجف